ability in the air. And this is, you think about Kitana getting a lot of like offensive capabilities off of airborne specials. That's like classic Kitana, right? But the advancing and especially the advancing one, takes Kitana's like jump 2, which is that kind of like scooping fan jumping attack. And it just makes it so much more dangerous because it hits from so far away, and the options off it, you can flutter just in the neutral, you can do it off of buttons. It's so versatile.
We start things off with Mirko on the offense, and that is going to be that classic Scorpion style from him so far. Funny you should mention Kitana and jumping. I mean, name a more dynamic duo, to be honest with you. We're going to get that 16% throw and the escape fail to start things off strong here for Mirko. But I mean, Kitana, if there's one thing she can do, it's jump. Oh, but the anti-air.
That was a straight-up anti-air from full screen after seeing Zengoi's jump back. That was clean. Okay, tries it this time, but cancelled it. Wasn't too confident. So this is a solid round for Mirko. Good block on the overhead. The walk back, I like that. Zengoi's really trying to get Mirko to press, but Mirko having a really solid round, using the plus frames to establish the overhead. And yeah, that round, that was all Mirko. 100% in the driver's seat from start to finish with that one. I actually can't remember the last time we even saw Kitana in the European Open Series. Or North American at that fact. I think she might be one of the least used characters we've seen on Open Series, and I don't think it's close. It's close.
With the exception of AWP playing that kind of pocket, I can't even remember what the name of it. What was the name of the variation that everyone used to play with the? Oh,
Highborn.
Highborn, yeah. I don't know why.
Have we really got to that point? Then it's like, oh, it's so long in the past.
I forget.
What were they called? Oh,
we're not gonna
that breakaway has to come out.
Demolition. I was going to say, maybe Zengoi's the last time we saw it might have been one of the last times we saw Kitana, because I know that AWP did have kind of a pocket highborn that we saw ages ago, but I mean, it kind of just enforces your point, really. Okay. But there's that punish. Double jump in, the classic. Ooh. Not sure about the end there, but either way, letting it rock. Doesn't want to overcommit.
Oh, hello. No, there's the check. Counter hit, no less. And catches the breakaway. Okay, Zengoi's instantly back into this one. The read on the breakaway was perfect just to get a chunk of damage here, and it's going to do even more thanks to the armor break. Now, Zengoi's doesn't even need bar to finish this. And even if he didn't... Oh, the commitment, Mirko! Goes for the teleport when there's no defensive bar. That was definitely an all-or-nothing read, but Zengoi's, with a full round comeback, spends the fatal blow to do it, but more than worth it. Oh, no! That's one way of stopping the momentum, though. Getting hit by that full-screen spear KB.
Another one of those situations where that KB, you take so much free damage. You're going to get hit by the jump in. You're going to get hit by the standing 4 teleport. Before you can even break, you've basically taken a B&B's worth of damage anyway. So Zengoi's holding on to the defensive bar with so much life to work with. We'll see if it's going to pay off a little bit now, because with all that defensive bar, half of your life down. Uh-oh, you've got work to do, and that overhead certainly doesn't help. Ow, God!
I like the way Mirko does that. When he puts you in a kind of very obvious, like, flawless block reversal scenario, he goes for the forward 3, because it's such a slower mid. It really will mess with those flawless block timing. But there's that stagger pressure. Mirko looking good, and there's the hit. No confirm. Might not need it, as our last breath is the only thing standing between Zengoi's and the end of the round. We've already seen one good comeback from him. We will not see another in the same game, at least, as Mirko is able to stabilize that one and gets the first game on the board.
And a solid game 1. Didn't see a single flutter, though. That was a game entirely based on Kitana with the low fan. If I'm being
picky, I think we saw one flutter used like early in round 2, but it didn't really accomplish a whole lot. But yeah, that's just the way it goes, though, right? I imagine there's a reason we weren't seeing it very much. I almost wonder if, like, Scorpion has some really good anti-air options for it. 'Cause even though the flutter is really strong, anti-airs can still be a problem, especially with, like, flawless blocks.
I mean, Scorpion's standing one is really good. His down one is super, super fast. Definitely a character that, even now, I think people might have less matchup knowledge against, though, for sure. Because Kitana... When we say she's not that popular in competitive, like casually, she is popular, and yeah. All the Edenians are. Why do you think Melina was so heavily requested? Because a lot of these Edenian characters are fan favorites for good reason. They have deep roots in the franchise.
I'll never not find the idea referring to Kitana as a fan favorite something I can just ignore.
Oh God, yeah, I didn't actually. That wasn't intentional, but I will take it.
It never is. It never is.
But competitively, they are some of the least popular characters. You don't see a lot of Rain. You don't see a lot of Melina. You don't see a lot of Kitana. What's going on?
So Zengoi's sticking with the same variations, so we'll see a bit more opportunity for these moves to really shine. But I think right now there just hasn't been the opportunity for it. I feel like Mirko has been on the offense most of the time.
I'm pretty sure I was checking stream chat on the one flutter as well, which I guess goes to show just how one single hit, one moment. But now, this is where things get really difficult. Yeah, it's just, you can't test Mirko with this, though. It is a mistake to throw projectiles at a range where he's in the neutral. You know he's going to look for it. Don't test him. Oh, the micro duck. You wanted meaty plus frames so bad.
That would have been a nice pickup, though, if Zengoise was able to find that. The default fan lift are a lot better at conversions than anything else, but... No, I like that one. It's like going for the retreating fan flutter. Okay, no. Big flawless block. Going for the retreating flutter on an empty jump to kind of...
Ooh, not bad damage, you know.
Yeah. Hello, wait, Zengoise. There it is again. Yeah, not going to see the breakaway this time. Mirko learning from previous mistakes. Now Zengoise on 2 touches here off a flawless block and a fatal blow ender could bring this round back.
The only problem is we're full screen. In some situations that's great for Kitana. This is probably not one of those because oh my god. We know he was going to amp that, right? Because the first hit would have gone through last breath, maybe, and then the second hit might have done it.
I don't know if it would have done.
I can't remember how low he was, but was it like less than 1%?
I don't think the teleport does that much. Regardless, it paid off, whatever the read was. Zengoise, these flawless blocks really have been good, especially in the clutch moments. And another punish. Zengoise not letting Mirko get away with any of these short hop attacks. Oh, that's got a crushing blow. Yes, it is. We spend the bar. Yep. I don't see a world where you don't.
There's the confirm again. Kitana. She has some meaty combos. Oh, I like that setup. The knockdown from low fan setting up into it, but unfortunately, looked like Mirko, I think, did a delayed wake up there, perhaps, and it made the jump in completely whiff. And that is going to just make the timing ever so much more awkward. The stagger with Mirko. Oh, he squeezes in a down one, and the plus frames of 2-1. There was not much Zengoise was going to be able to do there. Besides, I think maybe flawless block. Block the +2, you know, hit the flawless block on the down one, but I think that really was as good as it was going to get. And not quite able to do it anyway. So game 2, Mirko looking good. Zengoise, haven't really seen him be able to do much here. I think part of that is that Kitana, when you think of Kitana, she does tend to be quite a neutral, controlling character. She has got good projectile options. She can slow the pace down. Problem is, she's going up against not only Scorpion, who's good at countering that, but Mirko Scorpion. Who is, like I said, can't zone this guy.
That is definitely going to be the biggest problem, though, because Kitana, she is built around, like, what makes her strongest is the ability to control that space. And to control that space, she's going to need the low fan. Even the default fan toss isn't a bad projectile. Or the half-blood stance, something like that. And Scorpion's teleport, you know, in the hands of a good Scorpion player with those crispy reactions is going to be unzonable, right? That really is the word for it. It is the ultimate counter zoning tool, is that fast teleport. It launches, you know, it has that constant threat to it. And Mirko, you know, he's been doing this for a long time, going into what could be the last game here.
Now, I'd definitely like to see Zengoise start things off just being a little bit more aggressive, to be honest with you. Lovely interruption on the 2-1-2. Mirko getting a little bit too eager as he eats an entire crushing blow just to start off this first round. And the fan, good damage. Already half of the work done. The flutter able to escape the teleport anti-air, but he overcommits to the fan nado. Or the fan, the lift, we'll call it that. I don't think he has the one that moves.
Again, Mirko getting so much of his offense off these plus frames for the 2-1. It really has been such a staple part of his game plan. Oh! Max range.
God, I did 22% damage. Wake up, fatal blow. That's not going to kill. What do we get from this? What do we get? Scorpion now. The spear. The low profiling fan to get around it, though. Down one's just a whiff. Does not want to get caught by that teleport. Not now. Mirko in a chippable situation. And it's the down 3 counter poke into low fan's going to do it. Zengoise gets around on the board. Impressive stuff and important now. You need to take away that momentum from Mirko. He's working on so much of it right now. The forward 3. The 1-1-2 is going to whiff. Oh, Core trying to press a button right as Mirko hits that jump in. And here we go now. No flawless block on that. Not that he'd really be able to do much about it. No meter for the up two. The side switching throw. That's going to give him a nice little reposition at least. But what can he do from it? The jump back into flutter. Mirko, he's not getting caught out by that flutter at all. In any moment. Down 3. Enforces his own mix-up game. Oh, he goes in for the teleport. I can only assume he was really looking for that second one to hit. I know that can really blow some people up sometimes. Looking for the trip guard. He was so confident that was going to trip guard the jump in, but he was a little bit too late. And the breakaway. Not really sure just how much damage Mirko realistically saved himself there with the late break. There's the confirm. Definitely expecting a breakaway there. He's not going to overcommit to spear. That would have been a death sentence. But now, we push forward. Fatal blow gone. Used in round 1. Mirko, fatal blow of his own. Oh, he's fishing for it. 1 spear into it. And we're going to be in business. But again, the respect being shown. 1-1 down 3. Yo, back-to-back pokes. We're Scorpion up in here. What in the Combat League was that? Mirko with the double jumps. He's looking for 1 projectile to react to. But now, look at the clock. 10 seconds, folks. Who's going to get that last upper hand? The jump 2 that he will show respect to, but it's chip he can't afford to take. He's looking for an opening. Gets the escape failed. Side switching throw. That's going to be the round. And the teleport. Just for good measure. The second the grab was enforced, it was a straight 50-50, and he gets the side switch. The less obvious direction. Brings the Italian Scorpion into match point. Oh, dear. He did build up escape failed in the final sections of that last round. And now the damage over time is starting to add up. The stagger game, the plus frames into the down 1, the back 3, the burning spear buff. That's just going to make things even worse for Zengoiz, who is in a little bit of trouble now. But if Mirko's getting hit by these fans, it's not going to be so bad. The forward 3, meaty. Lovely tech. Get off me. Enough of this. Oh, that was a very unusual interaction between jump in and teleport. Mirko again is looking for a reaction, but oh, right as he touches the ground, that's when the fan comes out. The last time he wanted to get hit by it. Zengoiz has to make a pretty hard decision here. What do? I throw a fan, I get teleported, I'm probably dead. But you can't let him just bully you in the neutral like this. Sticking out the forward 3, definitely looking for a crushing blow perhaps. Whole thing. Takes the minus frames. Doesn't want to risk really messing it up, I think, on that flawless block. But he gets, hang on a minute, he's clipped anyway. Right, KB territory, give me that 37%. And now we're in such a weird situation. Mirko doesn't even need the fatal blow at this point, but any confirm into it will absolutely do it. Zengoiz has played this game incredibly well, got an opening into 37% combo, now he's straight back into the fight, but the clock is yet another factor. The down 4, really good block on the overhead, doesn't overcommit, but the forward grab's going to be good anyway. Mirko will take this series, but hard fought. We hadn't seen Zengoiz in quite some time. Still going to be in trouble, so another matchup where it's going to be jump distance and closer. I just don't think that there's going to be much screen established because Scorpion with Mirko, he's all over the place. And Rain, although he's got a good projectile, probably not going to be using it as a projectile. I think it's going to be amplified at close range to kind of catch you off guard and then just, we fight.
It's a good counterpose, you know? Like down 4 into amplify Qatar is just a really good option in general.
And now there's that down 3. Instantly, the 2-1 staggers and the plus frames being respected already by Blood Eyes, but he's starting to throw in the sneaky stuff already. Down 4 on block into the Qatar. Just to catch you off guard. Looking for the anti-air, but this time doesn't quite work out. No duck on the 1-3-3. So we're starting to get that information in game 1. And another anti-air, but this time no breaker for you. This. Oh, God, that is a heavy, heavy hitting anti-air. 34%. Mirko, crazy. And now there's that wake up down 1. Now, he does have some decent mids, does Rain, but his faster options still belong to the highs. And if you want to pressure with a high, the down 1 is absolutely going to catch you. It's going to force you to back 1, back 2. Other options as well, obviously, but there's the teleport, but a punish. And the Geyser Palm, Mirko, able to escape it. And he's not going to get clipped unopened up here. The respect being shown on the jump kick as well. Definitely tried to anti-air that, but the jump kick OS is good. As now, Mirko takes the first round.
I feel like Mirko never misses that either. Like jump kick into spears, like constantly, always hitting it.
Hesitant on the anti-air though. Mirko's jumping at such awkward times. Oh, there's that back 1-4. Another flawless block attempt, I'm pretty sure that was. But again, the jump in, it does whiff though. Maybe a slight moment of hesitation. Mirko jumping all over the place, really challenging the Rain, and there's the side switching throw, denied. Oh, but here comes my throw. The tick.
Again,
oh,
the back one. You have to be so careful when you're fighting against Scorpion. So dangerous in the micro duck. Same side, too. Ooh, Mirko, that was so tricky. 2 bars spent into an instant restand. Yeah. That's just a get off me uppercut right there.
Can't quite pick that one up. The back 2 again into the Hydro boost. Oh, the grab whiff. But the advantage still belonging to Mirko as the 1-1-2. Man, you know when I said this match, it's going to be a matchup where they're going to be just swinging. They have to. And that was Mirko. Lots of jump-ins. But I think jump-ins that very much Blood Eyes was scared to anti-air. Yeah, no Hydro plane, or Hydro Geyser Palm is the right move for the anti-air. But no buttons either. I think he's just showing a lot of respect to Mirko's tricky factor.
Well, you have to, because the second you try an anti-air, it's an empty jump teleport. Like, it is something you have to always watch out for. And especially when teleport cancel is there, it's always something you have to respect. Because empty jump into teleport cancel is still something that's you have to worry about. Even if he doesn't fully commit, it's there. And it's going to be a deterrent, for you to try and go for it. But regardless...
Hang on, he's changed variation.
I saw the name change, but I'm pretty sure the icon stayed the same. Let's have a look.
Maybe not.
No, he's got different cosmetics. Let's have a look. Oh,
Tidal Wave.
Ah, right. Okay, yes. We've swapped Hydro Plane for Tidal Wave, so it's just a bit more of a one-size-fits-all safe, just a safe option, right? Like, there are so many strings or buttons where you can just do button into Tidal Wave, amplify it, and it's just safe. No messing around, no gap, just safe.
And importantly, Mustard, it just creates a scary mix-up between 1-3 low and 1-3-4. It takes the 1-3 and it puts it into your game plan so much more effectively. The question is Blood Eyes going to have a chance to use it so far? Because he's lost half of his life in this first round. Ooh, still manages to chase down and whiff punish that whiffed forward 3. This far away, we're going to get 16% thanks to the spear buff. And now, good. Really nice, but no! Tries to side switch, but the combo drops!
I don't think I've seen that. Yeah, I've not seen that side switch drop before. But to be fair, I can't remember the last time I even saw Rain side switch used like that. Still, though, didn't quite work out for Blood Eyes. Unfortunate. Ooh, very high anti-air there.
Fortunately for Blood Eyes, his movement is getting a little bit predictable here because Mirko has an answer for it every single time. There's that standing 3. The pushback and the safety. I think it's -8 with pushback. It's basically noob Cybot slide. 3. Back 1 again. Such poke heavy. Ooh. There's the confirm. The drop.
Oh, he tried to go for more damage and carry, but missed the end, unfortunately. Now, Rain is definitely one of those characters where a big chunk of his damage does come from the very last hit, so those drops are going to be quite important. So Mirko. Oh, not missing that one either. Good lord. Soloed out. Second bar spent. Mirko not afraid to come off that second bar for a lower damage restand, but with the spear buff all ready to go. No bar again, no Blood Eyes. He's been starved for meter this entire game. Just spending it again. Has to watch out for the fatal blow. Okay. Mirko gets a grab. Yeah, back roll just to get out of there. The dash up. Oh! Counter hit, no less. Mirko just pulling it.
I will tell you why he did that, and I'll tell you why it worked. The thing about Rain's movement and him being able to go zipping in and out and in and out is that when Blood Eyes is dancing around the screen like that, you know he's going to dash in and try and establish something, because Rain on block is not a horrifically unsafe character. So when you combine his strings and his buttons with his movement, a lot of Rain players will dash in and press a button because it's so fast and it catches you off guard that it's most of the time risk-free, especially when you take that tidal wave, which is why Mirko made the perfect decision. You are not going to just dash up and block here. There's no way. Here comes the fatal blow.
Well, it's also multi-layered, because the next layer that opens up is that, right? Dash up block, and it's not just dash up button or dash up down one, dash up poke, dash up grab, whatever, and then back dash again. Because like his forward dash is so fast, like you're not reacting to the dash, but you can kind of, when you see the dash, predict what move is going to come on the other end of it. Because it is, like you said, you're never going to just do dash up into nothing. Rain players, 90% of the time, because of that incredible mobility, will do dash into some kind of attack. So if you kind of know what attack that's going to be, whether it's going to be like a grab or something with slower startup, perhaps, as opposed to like the dash up poke, just stick out the armor, you know, and that is exactly why it worked. And now we're seeing Blood Eyes go back to the original variation. Mirko, however, 2-0. Mirko looking like he's going to be getting 6 straight at this rate. Oh, raw teleport as well. That's how you know Mirko is really feeling himself. Spear buff activation into raw amp teleport. Like, he is on this next level today.
That meaty back too, once more. Short hops. Starting to get pretty tricky here. But he has gone back to the original variation. No more tidal wave this time. And he has got Mirko in the corner. Lets the whole 1-1-2 rock. No whip punish though. The tech. Man, Mirko's tech game is so good. Scary stuff. There's the back one. Side switch. That's the important thing. Oh! And he's looking for the flawless block. You saw the release block there. Blood Eyes wanted to anti-air it so bad.
Oh! No! Caught out again. Blood Eyes trying to go for the counter poke Hydro Boost. Wasn't quite able to get away with it. So dangerous. Oh no! Mirko missed the pickup. Another one of these scrambles. Who's going to be able to come off the better here? Tries again!
Down one Hydro Boost.
Oh,
unfortunately,
no. That was... Yeah, that was a clean end to an unclean end of the round.
Yeah, down one Hydro Boost is not real. That's the problem. It is not real. There's a huge gap. Now he gets the jump in. Full combo. Bam. Here we go. Oh, we cashed it out.
Oh my goodness. 400 damage for Rain. I didn't realize 400 was a number that Rain knew existed.
I guess we do now. And it's given him such a good advantage here in the round. But now as Mirko hits that grab, the knockdown, lovely tech. Oh, the teleport didn't catch him. Another catch.
Oh, that was so
Boom.
good. That was an awesome round from Blood Eyes. A crispy execution. Get some momentum back. That is definitely the perfect way to bring something back on the table. Oh, flawless block no less. This is the combo ender, but still. Blood Eyes definitely in control right now. No bar to get damage, but still. Offense is his. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my god. That whole thing picked up Mirko with the capitalization. What a conversion.
And it sets up the spear buff as well. Major whiff there from Blood Eyes, sticking that down 2 out of nowhere. Boom. The tick again, but this time that down 1 will interrupt. Blood Eyes says, get off me. Get away. The cancel. The jumping kick. But so high, the pickup from Mirko will be real. Keeps him standing.
And this time, doesn't go for the tick throw, but Blood Eyes still blocking. And Mirko approaching breakaway, but might not matter. As that fatal blow is there. Hydro Boost. Yeah, Mirko with the respect. Oh no, that's it. That is it. Mirko found it. The standing one is good. Double spear ramp into the decap uppercut. And Mirko with a 3-0.
I hate seeing that. It makes me so upset.
Default is the worst variation in competitive Mortal Kombat. If you have your variations called default, I do not respect you.
It was the timeline's disruption.
Not an ounce of respect. It's all gone. It's all gone.
Think of the amount of times these players have played against each other and they're still watching the intros.
Now, the Reaper. We push forward now with Mirko, who gets opened up immediately as Asso gets the down 4+ frames into the grab. Cheeky stuff already. But we're starting to establish those layers. As the matter, when he sees a jump in, he down 4s. Low profiles the jump in, or low profile the teleport if he does the breathe.
Punish.
Oh, we take the damage too. What a round this has been for Massa so far.
Definitely not a bad start. As used the big launching crushing blow. It's actually quite uncharacteristic for Asso to use that early. But I think he just wants that damage. And there it is, the optimal. Use the KBs, just go for a normal punish. Okay, now there's a comeback to make here for Mirko. If Mirko, yeah, I was going to say, if Mirko can make that comeback, it's huge. Because, like, making Setcheron waste the launching KB is huge for this. Because it's her biggest source of huge damage. Her only real source of getting big damage, honestly.
2-1-2 into activation. Big part of Burning Spear is to put yourself in those situations where you can get the buff out for free. Oh, trying to go for a big read on teleport, but clipped on the way down. Now, looking for that forward 3, the down 4 low profile. Catch him before it's even active. Astamasa definitely not expecting the jump in, but there's the teleport. Now, Asso, he's probably not going to break this, right? He needs to escape this corner and either wake ups are going to do it. Never mind. Grabbed right back in there. Oh! Okay. Such a scary game to play. Astamasa does put his life on the line for the grab, but it's something you have to enforce at this point.
I mean, you do have round 3, so grabs, yeah. You're going to lose the game on it, but it's going to be close. In this kind of instance, though, oh no! Now, I feel like that overhead whiffs to the point that most Scorpion players are ready for it to whiff, that they're already pressing, you know what I mean? And that's what we saw from Mirko there. Whiffed the overhead into instant 2-1. And that really had, like, it sounds like such a small thing, but one of the main things I love about Mirko's Scorpion is just his use of 2-1. It's such a good string, and I don't think anyone uses it enough except Mirko. Ooh,
oh,
hello.
Clean anti-air. Still gets the damage out of it. Yeah, in the blink of an eye because of the Burning Spear buff. Ooh. Now, wait a minute. That's the matter. Oh, there's the confirm. And the breaker comes out. The last breaker he's going to get. Down 4 wins for the pushback. And Mirko doesn't need to take too much risk. And that will be the game. Finish it off. And game 1 for Mirko. But again, how close these games tend to go. We could absolutely have the game 5 on our hands.
Maybe, or what if we just see Mirko with a third back-to-back 3-0? Like, can you imagine that? And I think that will definitely cement in as Mirko the clear favorite today. But we'll see if it gets to that point. But even down to that last hit, right? Like the jump kick into a later cancel to teleport, that's just character knowledge. Because how many times have you either played Scorpion or saw a Scorpion player do instant jump kick teleport, and like, you know, they'll see a jump kick hit and they instantly teleport cancel, and then you see the first hit of the teleport just miss because he appears on the other side before they've dropped to the height that it will pick up. Even down to things like that, seeing the jump kick and then a late cancel, it sounds like a small thing, but it makes a huge difference in that kind of circumstance.
The weird thing about that, though, Mustard, is that, you know, back in the day, I say back in the day, every other game where Scorpion had a jump kick that you could confirm into a teleport, you know, since the days of Ultimate MK3, it used to be you hit confirm it as soon as possible. I think MK11 was the first game that really changed that rule, where it's you land the teleport and you have to simply wait. So it definitely got a lot of us uncomfortable, where you see it hit and then you try and teleport and it misses, and you're like, wait, what? That never misses.
I mean,
turns out you just got to wait.
2 years. Yeah, 2 years with a character or a specific version of the character is going to come with that eventual adaptation.
Knowledge. Now Mirko, off to a decent start with the projectiles. They will add up piece by piece. Asadamasa not going to be able to play his own in-game, but there's that back two. Single hit confirm. Gives you so much leeway. Cancel into more jumping. Mirko, he knows that he needs to be slippery. He needs to be obnoxious on the offense. Otherwise, Cetrion, and don't give her one opportunity to get a jump back or a wind or whatever.
Well, I feel like early on, we were talking about how Aso was playing and how he's being quite unpredictable on defense, right? Where he kind of, you know, mixes up his timing of the projectiles, not kind of just doing them on recovery as fast as possible. I feel like when you're rushing him down, you kind of need something similar with your offense, and that's what Mirko is so good at. Especially when Asadamasa is not the most flawless block-happy player in the game. Ooh, big breakaway. That breakaway, I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that one from Asadamasa. I think
it's going to be a long time. A long time until he gets Mita to escape the corner. I think
his only way of getting out of this corner, yeah, with a teleport without the bar, like, way more unsafe. Oh, wake up! Flawless block. You're talking about how Asadamasa is not really flawless block happy. On the flip side, Mirko, with some of the clutchest flawless blocks I think we've seen. Oh, I love that. I love that. How common is the back one interactable tick grab with Mirko? Just forego the back one in just overall and just go for the raw grab. 200 damage. Yes, please.
Mirko looking for anything to teleport. Cancels into jump in. That's now the second time he's done that. Asadamasa definitely going to be wise to the tricks. But the confirm.
Good breakaway, that one. Asadamasa keeping himself alive.
Man, the battle of down fours. Just a low profile.
Ah, tries to punish the forward roll, but Aso slightly frames off that time. Oh no, hang on a minute. That's 2 bars. Is this going to kill? Surely not. No, not quite. Oh! That back walk from Aso was almost it.
He's swinging. Oh, he was almost catching it.
That was so close. Yeah, that was so close to catching the down 4, and Mirko knows it. Oh, literally to the face. Mirko with that jump back. That entire situation at the end there, when you see Mirko, he's desperately scrambling for something to finish off the down 4s, the down 1s, the 2-1 that he chose not to finish. So many of them just missed the mark. And on paper, Asadamasa could have got a whiff punish, but he was like so close to them not hitting. I think with the amount of health that Asso had left, I think he was like not looking for big whiff punishes and like perfect spacing. It was more just don't die. Don't die. I've got defensive bar. I can sponge with last breath. Like without death spin, Scorpion's not really one for plowing through last breath very fast. So yeah, just play it safe until the very end. And that's already actually 2-0. Mirko looking really good today. I did say going into this, when Mirko is playing at his best, that is where Mirko looks, to be honest, unbeatable a lot of the time. He really does look like he can take it to any player in this game when he is having his best days. And this is looking like a best day for Mirko. 100%.
As the master, what kind of adaptation do you make? It's always hard to say because Mirko's on-the-spot adaptations are so insane. And how do you make an adaptation versus someone that knows the ins and outs of the matchup, the character, you, because he plays you so many times? Oh, and his offense right now is overwhelming. Jump in. Aston Massa hasn't had many big payouts here. It just feels like Mirko has been that one step ahead every single time, and it's a pace that Aston Massa is yet to match.
Ooh, long range anti-air. Now, Matter, we did say his composure is by far one of the best things about him as a player. The amount of times that we've seen Matter down 2 games and made the comeback, or lost 3-0 in round 1 of the day and has brought it all the way back to grand finals, sometimes winning. Like, he is the definition of a player you never want to say it's over. Ever with Matter. That being said, though, this is quite the mountain to climb, especially against Mirko, who's playing like this. Oh my god, that's standing for anti-air. That's Scorpion standing for anti-air. Definitely one of the highest damage access he has as Mirko goes into match point. Nearly 1 round away from another grand finals. I genuinely was about to say, like, hang on, is this pad ran out of battery? It's so uncommon to see a player literally sit still and do nothing for like 5 seconds. Makes you wonder, is the pad out of battery? But no, sometimes it is just a next level bait.
I mean, these are 2 players that play each other all the time. Weird stuff happens.
Especially when Mirko's got this much of an advantage, you know if he's going to feel himself and do some questionable things. It's now. He has the
KB, not one of them.
He has the most safety net possible, really. Oh, another overhead. Mirko using to be honest, a surprising low amount of the overhead in general.
Oh, the buffer. Matter looking for it. Empty jump down 3. 16%. Bang.
That has put Matter into fail, boy, but the roll, that's going to be it. The counter hit chase down.
Can I say, by the way, right as he hit that grab and beat the wake-up roll, Scorpion went,
Asso's got a win too. Let's find out who's going to be our champion today. Will Mirko get that win? Mirko, a player that had such a recent domination in Open Series. Opening the game up with the overhead, I will say. We did comment on how Mirko, Mirko bringing a different gear to this grand finals. Throughout most of today's tournament, almost completely ignoring the overhead, not really going for forward 4 at all. A lot of game plan around 2-1 and dash up. But already in this first round, we've seen a tremendous amount of overheads and already a forward 4. What if he's trying to mix things up a little bit? And there's the full punish.
Interruption, though, for Aston Massa, not letting him get away with that one. Definitely seen that one before, playing Mirko as often as he does, but the turn seeing down 1 is still good. Doesn't amplify the barrier, so he's not going to give that full screen coverage that he's so often looking for.
Oh, there it is. The classic kind of pseudo auto shimmy, right? The teleport cancels into 1-1-2 instantly. Yeah, down 4. Now, that's one good thing about Mirko. When Mirko just needs to finish you off, he doesn't tend to commit too heavy. And I mean, like, when you've got literally like 1 or 2% left. I know sometimes if you've got a bit of a chunk, you can, like, you know, pull the trigger on some Hail Mary teleports. But as a general thing, especially against Asso, does not overstep the mark if he just needs to finish you off quickly. As safely as possible. Oh, raw spear. Yup. And there's that classic Mirko. Spear first, teleport second. Do as much damage before you launch so you don't want to break. And it gives him more damage as a net worth.
And it gives you an awkward decision to make. You know, do you want to break this after all? Oh, whip punish again.
He already built a bar back. I feel like he just spent 2.
Definitely looking for a whiff punish right there. The whole string being dedicated to gives Asadamasa an, oh, I'd say opportunity, but there comes the immediate cancel teleport just to reposition. Not able to pull this one through. Burning Spear buff activated. The walk back into barrier. I like that. Makes the forward 3 whiff entirely. Air to air.
Oh, no confirm on that standing one. That could have been huge. Flawless block.
Push yourself.
Now, what does Mirko do from this? That could have been a flawless block, but it's a hard call to make. The jump in.
No,
You're done.
the OS. That's enough. Yep. Mirko with the perfectly timed big jump back kick into the OS spear. My goodness, Mirko, we gave him props for this earlier, and we'll do it again. Does not miss a beat. If he hits a jump kick at a range that he knows the spear will follow up, he is going for it. You know he's got that OS down. My goodness, it's so dangerous. And the results are, you know, you see it for yourself. That was a guaranteed game. And his meter usage was particularly impressive in that game. I felt like every time he spent bar, it was for a really good reason, and it achieved a ton. Whether it was going to be the spear for the restand or just finishing off some damage, cashing out on some just to kind of, you know, put yourself in a weird situation, get that life lead, put the opponent in a weird spot of, oh, do I wake up or do I break away instead? And Mirko, game 1 already. If Mirko wins 3 games straight in this grand finals, that means he's won this tournament without dropping a single match. That would be super impressive. I can't remember the last time we've seen that happen, honestly, in the EU.
It's not something in EU that you see every day. It definitely isn't. But right now, he's in the process of pulling it off. But it's all coming just down to this perfect understanding of the matchup, confidence in the decisions, because he's going up against a player that he's fought so many times. These really, like, nitty, gritty details of the matchup that he's pulling out, which you can grow to expect at this level of play. But cancel teleport, and it's a big part of this matchup that Asadamasa will be using that down 4 a lot to low profile the teleport, low profile the jump in, kind of like right there. It's a great answer for a Scorpion trying to use that jump in teleport mix up as part of the game, which enforces the empty jump forward 3 to crush it.
Oh, well, there it is again. Mirko gets so much mileage out of the back 1 tick throw mine game that just the raw grabs by themselves are equally as dangerous. We're getting the whiff punish. Oh, hello, though. Speaking of whiff punish, Asadamasa with a big neutral jump. Oh, misses the second hit of the tornado, though. Oh, hello.
The fact that he gets hit by the uppercut, but then immediately does up 3 into another one. Mirko, oh, he's looking for the confirm, always. Oh, the down 1 gets beaten out, though. Okay.
Asadamasa looking a little bit uncomfortable in defense. Even though he took the round, we are definitely seeing some big swings here. A bit uncharacteristic of him.
Oh,
there it
thread
is.
the needle on that jump. Boom, boom. 30%. Not too shabby at all, considering it came from a jump kick.
Yeah, I don't want to say it's unbreakable, right? But it may as well be unbreakable when, like, if you get hit by a jump kick into spear and then launch, yeah, like 90% of the time you're just going to accept that damage because there's no point breaking the 5% left, probably.
Unless you've got 5% left, that's the only situation where it's like,
exactly.
if I don't break, that's it. But now, Burning Spear active. Oh, look at the respect. Mirko's looking for something to react to. Asadamasa's not going to bite yet. Yet might be the magic word here.
But outside of the fact that Scorpion specials also have a really fast regeneration time on the bar. Remember, not every move regenerates at the same speed, but Scorpion always seems to have some bar coming back. Big flawless block, and again, Asadamasa with just a raw uppercut once again.
Hang on a minute.
That's it. Yep, that's it. Aso takes the game. Just a walk up mid. Just a slight delay on it too. That does mean that Aso is going to stop Mirko's perfect tournament. He gets a mark on the board in his grand finals. We are to 1-1, so not going to be quite as dominant as we potentially could have seen. But hey, that's Asadamasa for you.
I'm just impressed that he's able to get one of the... That kind of game is really important because you need to stop Mirko's just complete snowball effect, right?
It was such a shift in gears, you know, because think about where a lot of Aso's damage came from in that game. It was just like raw uppercuts, like just big buttons at times that he doesn't normally press, even down to the very end, like the walk down into the mid. That's a bit more common for him. But, you know, things like just not playing a reactionary game with things like big uppercuts, just doing them, right? Because it's like, right, if I get this here in this instance, I've got some space, I've done some damage. And he kept hitting them to the point that it really did kind of throw Mirko off somewhat. And that's the kind of adaptation you need, though. If your normal game just isn't working and you find yourself down, like, in that case, kind of 4-0, right, in games, sometimes you do need something quite different, something quite dramatic to really bring things back in a better way.
Same variation as expected. This is not one of those times where Mirko is going to start to be a bit experimental or whatever it is. I think the cancel, teleport, and the spear buff together in this matchup are going to be so important. Just cashing out any kind of mix-up you can put in there. The forward throw, obviously. We're starting to reach the next layer. Astamasa, he's doing the mid-string into the barrier because you're trying to flawless block the wins, aren't you?
We do know that Mirko is a very flawless block savvy player. You are going to have to, even though it is an unsafe mix-up, because the barrier is not a safe special by itself either a lot of the time, but it's the layer of the mix-up you have to establish against someone like Mirko. A lot of empty jumps as well. A tremendous amount of respect being shown by Astamasa for this jumping.
Ooh. Interruption. Definitely becoming a big part of some of the Cetrion matchup layers is like not even having to try and flawless block. You can just interrupt with a fast enough button. We see Noob Saibot players do the same thing with 113. Oh.
Mirko's got the bar to finish this. Even 2 spears should kill, but no, not going to get the chance. Another time, Asso manages to find it. Fatal blow. That's 2 rounds in a row, actually. The last of the last game, and here at the start this time, Asso really not missing those confirms at all. And it's such an important thing as well with someone like Cetrion. Again, another empty jump. Oh, this time we see it. Almost wonder if Mirko used the teleport to confirm that 1-1. Oh, 3 actions again.
What a sick answer, too. Just getting the jump in. Why even risk getting caught by the active frames if you have a teleport? And another opportunity. Asso, yeah, he's doing a lot of these uncharacteristic uppercuts, I think is definitely fair to say. Not the kind of stuff that he's known for doing.
But it's risk reward because Mirko gets so much out of throws that throws by design in MK11. Oh, that micro duck was so micro, I barely even saw it. But like throws in this game are by design dangerous to do because you're such at risk for counter hit, crushing blows, or launches, or damage in any way. And for the 130 damage you're doing with them, right? Like that is rarely damage in your favor. But some characters, like, throws are such an integral part of their game, they can't not do them. And Scorpion is definitely one of those characters. Dash up grab, but a throw tech. Ooh, well, that was a short hop teleport.
Expects a grab this time. Mid's good. Keeps him standing into yet another grab. Yo, Astamasa, he's been making wonderful calls on his own grab offense, and Mirko's been having a hard time cracking into it himself. Now there's a good opportunity. Knockdown.
No escape failed either. Asso definitely just accepting that one. No flawless blocks either on this forward 3-4.
Back to
another
back
grab.
He's starting to get better mileage out of it. That down two's been blowing him up the past couple of games. Oh, that delayed forward 4. He wants it so bad. Again, no flawless block though from Astamasa.
Have to watch out for that long-range spear, though. That's damage you do not want to take now, because it's going to force a breakout at you, potentially, or you just lose the life lead big time. Another grab. Now, Asso, he can take a bunch more of these, but there's going to come a point that he has to be careful. He has no fatal blow left either, so this damage is going to be... I mean, I think he has to counter-hit launch, but that's it. No, he has the uppercut as well. Actually, no, tell you what, he does have a couple of good crushing blows for damage, but that's what I'm talking about.
Interactable cage throw into spear, and he got it. Now the fatal blow's ready, but will he have an opportunity to spend it? He'll survive one more grab if he doesn't take another percentage chip damage, but now, no time. He has no time.
That's it. I think that's it. I don't think he can win. Yeah, he had no choice. He had to do something there. I didn't even realize the time was going down. Astamasa, though, using that clock to his advantage. And that's going to put Astamasa up in games for the reset, at least.
Right,
one more
game.
He got into the timeout there. That didn't feel like a 90-second round to me. Not at all. I'm surprised it was already over.
But we're in that position now where this is where the tournament fortitude always gets tested. And Asadamasa has proved time and time again that he's happy to go through the thick of it, really, when it comes to tournaments. He will ride out a Game 5 last round, last hit bracket reset, and then do a Game 5 last round, last hit tournament finish, if it means he can get the win. You'll very rarely catch him running out of steam. And Mirko, the kind of player that is so heavily built on this style of heavy reactions, fast-paced, amazing flawless blocks and stuff like that, it is a different layer of the meta that is kind of hard to do for this many games back-to-back, because it's tricky stuff. And it's so heavily just good read based. That sounds hilariously vague, but in this situation with Mirko, like, man hits a million flawless blocks, but you ask him to do it an entire tournament every single match without fail in a bracket reset where it might be Game 5, might be last round. There's a lot of added stress that comes with that.
Yeah, but that's where the clutch factor comes in, and Mirko is one of the most clutch players. I really do feel like he is so good at that, like when he is in those kind of like last moments. So I can't help but feel like the closer we get... Oh, hang on, wait, we've got a variation change.
Maybe. It might just be a different visual. I'm gonna admit.
I guess we'll find out sooner rather than later.
We'll see. We will see.
I would argue that the closer we get to those like clutch final moments, that's where we might see Mirko do a bit more of it, if anything. But I guess we'll see. He does still have that winner's bracket to get through, and again the instant uppercut. Asadamasa gets the KB off it this time.
Wow, Mirko challenging it on hit. He is starting to play with fire just a little bit here. Gets the jump in, but the empty jump. Not quite able to chase down that wake up 3 that whiffed. The dash in, and there's that tech immediately. The fatal blow for Mirko is ready, and it's his ticket into getting this round. Empty jump forward 4, you sneaky, sneaky man.
Asso has to be careful though. Oh, the 1-1, but now Asso has fatal blow. Well, every time Asadamasa really establishing. You block the forward 3-4, dash up into something. Now this kind of neutral. The dash up grab again, escape failed. Hang on a minute.
The instant teleport.
Oh my God.
Good Lord, Mirko. The point of doom. He says now, I'm going into the next round with escape failed on both throws. Hope you guess right on it, mate. Down 2 KB was used, by the way. Counter hit 2 is still there, but...
Okay, no, it's just a different visual. He still has Burning Spear.
Sometimes a wardrobe change gives you the adaptation you need, man. I'll tell you. Up 3.
Ooh, good flawless block. Ooh, hang on. That could have been a bigger punish. That's actually not so bad for Mirko.
Right,
oh, spend it. Yep. That's damage over time, too. This pressure going to be a bit more difficult to hold. Another grab. Oh, he tries to use the uppercut, yeah.
He wanted it so bad. Asadamasa doing the right thing.
Oh, that's it. No, no confirm. Rare footage of Mirko missing that 1-1. Almost jumps over, but not quite enough. And that earthquake. You have to watch out for that fatal blow. Oh, that could have been it. If
he was just buffering it. Boulder from that range. Asadamasa, you fearless person.
Oh, that is again. That's why I said before, though, you know, Mirko, when he just has like 1 or 2% left to go, you know he's not going to overextend. He's just going to look to finish that damage off as safe as possible, especially when Asadamasa has been taking so many rounds off of just mids into fatal blow confirms. And that means we are going to game 5. So this is going to be one of those moments, stream, where we're going to go to either reset bracket or end of the tournament.
This is what I mean,
match
though.
Will decide.
There's a reason, Mustard, that when I talk about these two, I almost always talk about it as like they have close games. The fact that we saw that Mirko 3-0 in winners finals,
that was a surprise.
It was a surprise because when they play in pro competition and open series, it's almost always a game 5. And when they have a grand finals, you know it's going to be a reset. So if history proves anything, it's that Asadamasa is about to reset this bracket. But Mirko, we start to see a little bit more of what we haven't. A bit more back threes, perhaps. The grab game, is that something Asadamasa's thinking of? Is Asadamasa now sitting here thinking of the amount of successful down 2s he's done?
I feel like Asso is still getting hit by more of the grabs than dealing with them, but the ones that he is dealing with, it's with like a down 2 crushing blow, right? Like
hard read with good reward.
Yeah, he's getting the big damage payouts for them. So Mirko's definitely playing with fire, but I feel like he kind of has to. This is it. Game 5. Reset or end of tournament. Let's find out in the next couple of minutes.
Oh, the grab game is already cemented in this what could be final match, and it's the back 3. That is one thing that he was using very little of at the start, that in that last match, he uses a fair amount. I think he's going to remember his success rate on it. Forward 3 stagger. Escape failed. Actually surprised it was escape failed. That's normally the kind of grab that Scorpion players do from that range.
I mean, it's mid-screen, right? It may as well. It is a true 50-50 at this point.
Yeah.
He may get Oki from the forward one, but it's still Cetrion.
Again! Not spending it, though. Keeps it.
Yeah, no reason to spend it here. He's only going to spend it if it's going to end the round or in the next round.
Oh, he definitely wanted that teleport to connect. Speaking of connecting teleports, that's one. I love how when you break, he meets with forward 4, because if you flawless block it when you've just broken, what are you going to do? Who cares?
Yep, that's an easier confirm, right? And it's got the low element. So if you're trying to look for the overhead. Oh, whiff punish, but no commitment. That could have been huge for Mirko.
No, the Tarkan.
He was just having some tea.
He was just chomping on a leg. He was just trying to live life, you know?
But this is good for Mirko, though. Tournament point, crushing blow throw ready, not spent. Hasn't really used any resources, to be honest. I think they might come back.
This was a fruitful round. And we start things off with a 30% lead. And the spear buff. Mustard, this could be where it ends. Again, the grab game has been phenomenal. 16%. And then some with what comes next. And he finally lets the whole string rip. But the plus frames.
You know, Aso's going to have to be so careful doing Tornado against Mirko. He is flawless blocking constantly. And at this life, that is a deficit you do not want to be put in. Interruption. That was a good call out. That was a great call out. Oh, that was so dangerous. Being a bit of a risk taker as his back is against the wall. Mirko may be in the corner, but Asadamas's tournament life lies in the balance. Unbreakable all the way. And a grab. Not enough.
I think that's enough.
No.
1% in it. Boom.
Oh, and it all boiled down to the classic 1-1-2 finish. Mirko is able to stop things before the reset, and with a friendship at the end, is going to be walking away, or staying at home in this case, I guess, the Week 2 champion for March in the EU Open Series.